einmal zusammen auf der Bank sein.
The burly man stands in the steering cabin.
What's up? What else do you want to know, my boy? Ha! That, my boy, is quite a proper question. But why should I reveal that to you, huh? Oh, well, whatever. I'll tell you. To win a dice, one has to be lucky. But there is a way to drink luck. Then you can use the luck in your belly to roll the dice. You've got it, boy. Alcohol is the miracle. But not just any alcohol. Only grog mixed by hand has this effect, you know. Without the right ingredients, you may get drunk, but it won't help you with your dices. But if you do it right, then you are unbeatable in the dice game. Wait, I scribbled somewhere sometime. Here. There you get the instructions for a proper grog. One like no other. Oh, I almost forgot. Of course, you're totally drunk after 1, 2, 3 grogs. There's no way you can walk straight anymore. But there's something that will make you instantly sober again. Cold water over the head. Don't look at me like that. It really helps. You will be wet as a fish, but instantly sober. Somewhere around you on the railing there's a rope, so you can fetch yourself some seawater. Just need a bucket, if you don't already have one. So, now it's up to you, boy. What else do you want to know, my boy?
The rope is wrapped around the railing. You skillfully pull a full bucket of cold water over the railing.
Ship Richtung Hafstead.
The boat boy takes care of...
Yes? What else do you want to talk about? But of course! Let's go!
You win! The boat boy starts to tremble slightly. He looks around nervously. The lips of the boat boy show an increasing tremor. Sweat runs down his forehead. You have lost. The grin of the ship boy stretches from
That didn't work out, did it? What else do you want to talk about?
The boat boy takes care of the lower deck.
Yes? What else do you want? But
You win! One. Victory! A feeling of triumph flows through you. Hayo blinks, gasps for air, then suddenly starts to cry deeply.
yes, yes. Blah, blah, blah. That's so easily said. That I always lose is indeed the proof. I am useless. The captain is right when he says I am worthless. He was right, all along. I can understand that he wants to punch me in the face for my infinite worthlessness, as he calls it. I don't understand.
Hayo Clemens shakes his head wearily and lets his broad shoulders slump.
Anyway, here you have your 5 tailors back. You've earned it. What else do you want to talk about?
The boat boy stands in the...
What else do you want to talk about? Serving trolley? What serving trolley? Oh, nonsense, Schmidt. And you know it yourself. Who is supposed to be this so-called witness anyway? Yes, exactly. Ha ha ha. And because you said that, it must be true. That numbskull. He once said that grog is made with brandy, pickle juice and salt. That should be proof enough that he's a nutcase with no connection to reality. As I already said, I wasn't at the serving trolley. There's absolutely no proof that supports your theory. Don't make a fool out of yourself if you're not already a host. What else do we...
The man is currently repairing.
Moin. What's there to discuss? Tell me. Why do I have to explain this? I have nothing to do with it. Can't you understand that? It must have been one of the Clemens brothers. Hayo Clemens has a key that lets him into a lot of rooms, including the workshop. You should ask him. What's there to discuss? Tell me. What kind of question is that? Yes, I was at the trolley. I just wanted to repair something. After all, that's my job. One of the wheels on the serving trolley is broken. I wanted to replace the wheel, but according to the instructions, I didn't have the right tool.
Your fingers start to tingle, and you feel a pull in your stomach. Your keen intuition tells you that there might be something wrong with this statement. Perhaps there is evidence that could expose him.
One of the wheels on the serving trolley is broken. I wanted to replace the wheel, but according to the instructions, I didn't have the right tool. What's there to discuss? Tell me.
The boat boy takes care.
Yes? What else?
Ihr Mann. Genau.
This is a serving trolley. The serving trolley has not been cleaned for a long time. 2 of the 4 rusty wheels are stuck. One is half broken out of its bracket. A young man is...
What?
This bar doesn't seem to serve any purpose at the moment. The man is currently repairing.
Moin. What's there to discuss? One of the wheels on the serving trolley is broken. I wanted to replace the wheel, but according to the instructions, I didn't have the right tool. Apparently you don't understand your work. Look in my workshop. I've specifically noted which tool is missing. Now leave me alone with the serving trolley. You're making a fool of yourself. What's there to discuss? Tell me.
The man is currently repairing.
Moin. What's there to discuss?
The doctor checks Captain Kroger's pulse.
Spit it out. Indeed, whoever wrote it could potentially be the perpetrator. That's one of the cabin boys, right? I don't think it's wrong of him to stand up against injustice and abuse, just hopefully without attempted murder. You need more evidence to find out if it really was him.
The doctor checks Captain Kroger's.
Spit it out. For heaven's sake, then I may not be able to do anything more for him. His body must endure this now, but it doesn't look good. Why on earth did he do that? So it really was an attempted murder. Who could have done such a dreadful thing? The truth must come to light.
The doctor checks Captain Kroger's pulse.
Spit it out.
The doctor checks.
Would you like to confront the person responsible? Good. Let me know when you are ready. Spit it out.
The doctor checks Captain. Miss Van Groot paces up and down.
What else is on the tip of your... Oh, really? This is just a rash. He is simply not the man for whom I would cry. So, am I not allowed to do that? I have nothing to do with that. That's none of your business, Valentine. And you do not seem to hesitate to rummage through other people's bags. It looks like I really do owe you an explanation. I was with Captain Kroger last night and, well, I granted him a few wishes. I'm currently on vacation, but I didn't think it was wrong to earn a few coins. I didn't know Kroger was one of those men who enjoy taking women roughly. The wounds on my wrists come from his hands. Hard to believe, isn't it? I took morphine this morning for the pain. That's why I always have the bottle with me. I have encountered many such men, and I am tough. In case things get completely out of hand, I carry a brass knuckle. One should be able to defend oneself, especially as a woman. I enjoy my profession. It allows me a certain freedom and independence, and I would not risk that. Does this help you? I had no choice. You investigated well. And now, I need my peace. Would you excuse me?
Jörn, Herr Peter Erster.
The boat boy takes care.
Yes? What else do you want to...
The boat boy stands in.
What else?
A young man is standing.
What?
The doctor checks Captain Kroger's pulse.
Spit it out.
The doctor checks
Would you like to confront the person responsible? Then we should all gather for the prosecution. You present your arguments and the guilty party will be held accountable.
The crew gathers in the dining room. In the middle lies the captain. He appears as if he is peacefully waiting for death, with his breathing so slowly. Next to him stands the doctor, his trousers crumpled, his hair tousled.
As you already know, the captain is in acute danger of his life. After he collapsed at the table, Mr. Schmidt and I had to conclude, based on some facts, that this is most likely an attempted murder. Schmidt's investigations have now yielded a result. Whoever is responsible for the captain's condition must be punished. Schmidt, reveal the culprit.
A murmur runs through the assembled crowd, and all eyes turns to Knut Binge, who raises his hands defensively.
What? Are you a few cards short of a full deck? Accusing me like that? I can't believe it.
First of all, shut up, Binge. We need to sort this out. And you, Schmidt, you are the chosen horse. So how will you come up with the conclusion that Binge is to blame? Please start from the beginning, would you?
All eyes turn to Kroger, who lies motionless on the ground. Only if you look very closely, you can see his chest slowly rising and falling. Emir's vigorous nodding is interrupted by a deadly look from Binge. Binge suddenly becomes restless. For a moment, Kirsten and Binge's gazes meet. She resolutely looks away, but her cheeks are glowing.
Knut Binge, you are caught. Once the ship is at the port, you will be handed over to the police.
Who helped you? Who on the ship betrayed me? Schmidt, spit it out! Who was this witness?
Emil Barkov gives you a deeply grateful look. Piepenbrink grabs Knut Binge's arms and pulls them behind his back.
Shut up now, Binge.
The prosecution is hereby terminated.
For a moment, silence fills the room. While the recent events leave the bystanders speechless, the doctor turns back to the captain.
My goodness, what an excitement. I'm glad that everything has been cleared up. The captain can be helped, and worse has been prevented. Please pass me the medication quickly.
As you reach for the medication, a scream sounds behind you. Unable to pinpoint exactly where the scream came from, you do recognize that Knut Binge has managed to break free from the grip of his guards. In slow motion, the image of him angrily rushing forward unfolds before you. Picks up a knife that's lying on the floor and rams it into the captain's heart with merciless harshness. With one final gasp, life leaves the captain's body, while at the same time the room fills with terror and horror.
For God's sake!
By God, he has a knife!
You!
Knut Binge's hateful gaze stares at Kirsten van Groot. His eyes are marked by a vagueness that reveals nothing but sheer anger.
Put the knife down!
As if he had stepped into a hornet's nest, Knut Binge flails around with the knife in his hand, screaming. The surrounding people all step back in fear and can hardly process what they are witnessing until suddenly the blade comes to a rest in the air, as if time had frozen. The tip points at Kirsten van Groot. She stares at the tip of the knife, at the very front of which the captain's blood drips. Behind it, Knut Binge's terrifying grimace emerges as it suddenly begins to speak.
Love! True love! Do you know what that is, Kirsten?
Knut, I beg you.
Shut up, you stupid bitch! Do you know what love is?
I...
Love is a weapon in the hands of women. Love is the gun that shoots through the hearts of those who go to war for a good cause and still lose. Love is the poison that kills you by making you feel that you must live alone. You are my war, Kirsten. You carry the gun. You have given the world the order to shoot me. But I resist.
But...
No buts. You keep quiet and listen. I have done everything for you. Everything! I've seen your suffering. I heard you when you were lonely. I stood by you when you slept and watched over you. I wanted to free you from all the evil, would have left everything and everyone for you. And what do? Let yourself be mounted by that filthy captain like cheap livestock. You were supposed to be mine alone. But you chose the path of the whore, and now I will show you where that path ends. If I can't have you, then no one shall.
I belong to no one. You sick, perverted piece of filth. You are sick. Do you understand? Oh, what have you done? What have you done?
I have loved. That was my mistake.
You notice Knut Binge starting to move. With a scream that without context no one would associate to a human being, Knut Binge rushes towards Kirsten van Groot with the knife outstretched. Your efforts miss their target. Knut Binge continues to advance towards Kirsten van Groot, unfazed by your attempt to stop him. Kirsten's eyes widen in horror. Kirsten van Groot reacts surprisingly quickly. She reaches into her handbag, pulls out the brass knuckles, and in the next moment she fiercely smashes the metal into Knut Binge's face. Knut Binge's face is no more, and his life also poured out from the terrible wound into the silence of the moment. Screams echo. Kirsten van Groot wipes it off her face as she collapses with trembling knees.
Enough now! Stop! Everyone! Damn it! Piepenbrink, bring the ship to the port immediately! Schmidt, accompany Miss Van Groot and Mr. Barkov to the bar and wait there. You two, help me with the wounded. This is unbelievable.